You brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops."
An alarming rate. From the other side, watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation. Please.
And the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes,
Hey, in a hearing designed to score political points against Republicans, Democrat Congressman Eric Swalwell found himself on the receiving end of a devastating political takedown. What started as an attempt to shame Republicans over law enforcement quickly flipped into a fierce reminder of his own party's record. And when Jim Jordan brought out the video receipts, the entire room felt the temperature rise.
Thank you. And I just want to address Mr. Johnson, who said you brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops." I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it. But no, not only did you not disavow it, you invited the guy here in Congress to be your witness. Imagine if we had ever done that. We didn't. You did. Second, I would love Mr. Johnson to disavow, because by the way, I will disavow the defund the police movement. I've never called for it. I believe, just as President Biden believes when he addressed Congress, that we should fund the police. But Mr. Johnson, will you disavow your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out and makes money off of a defund the FBI movement? Because they're police too. They protect us too. But I don't think you will. I think you're going to sit silent, and your silence, by the way, is complicity. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized. Yield to the gentleman from Arizona.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate. From the other side, watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation. Please.
And the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
yes, I support the reallocation of resources from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
In some necessary cases, completely dismantling those police forces.
Police departments are taking a sizable amount of the budget of a lot of municipalities and other entities. We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
But we talk about defunding the police, defunding the Pentagon.
My push is that we defund our police departments.
Defunding police means defunding police. If these reports are accurate, then these proposed cuts to the NYPD budget are a disingenuous illusion. This is not a victory. The freshman Democrat adding, the fight to defund policing will continue.
Mr. Chairman, I also have several articles that I would like to submit for the record. Instead of reading all the titles, I'll just provide those to you, if that's okay.
Without objection.
And I'll yield back to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Would the gentleman yield?
Yield to the chair.
Yeah, I would just say in response to the gentleman from California, of course we disavow that tweet. That is obvious. And if we'd have known that individual had that tweet out there, I doubt if he'd have been invited as a witness. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from Virginia.
Instead of responding with outrage, Republican members sat silently. Their calm posture stood in complete contrast to Swalwell's heated remarks. It wasn't defensiveness, it was anticipation. They were waiting for the moment that would shift the entire direction of the hearing. Jim Jordan signaled for a video to roll, and what came next stunned the room. The lights dimmed and suddenly a montage of Democratic leaders appeared on screen. Major city mayors, prominent progressives, and well-known members of Congress, all openly calling to defund or dismantle police departments. Clip after clip. Defund the police. Redirect funding. Dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department. Yes, I support the defund movement. It was unavoidable and unmistakable. The very message Swalwell insisted Democrats never supported was documented in their own words. After the video, Republicans emphasized that Democrats are now trying to distance themselves from those statements as crime rises and public support plummets. They argued that the sudden pivot to pro-police messaging wasn't driven by principle, but by political pressure. Swalwell's attack had backfired. The evidence proved that defunding the police wasn't some fringe concept, it was a movement championed by his own party. To close the exchange, Republicans made clear they did not endorse the tweet made by the witness and would never have invited him had they known. The contrast was unmistakable. One tweet versus a long, public campaign to defund police departments. The takeaway was simple. Republicans continue to stand with law enforcement and haven't tried to rewrite their position. Democrats, meanwhile, were now backing away from a message they once loudly embraced. In trying to accuse Republicans of hypocrisy, Eric Swalwell triggered a response that exposed the inconsistencies within his own party. A dramatic speech turned into a dramatic reversal, powered not by emotion but by documented facts and recorded statements. If you want more narrated breakdowns of the sharpest political showdowns, hit the like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. More fiery moments from Capitol Hill are on the way.